Hello, my name is Kerry from Kerry's Card Creations. Welcome. I've had a bit of an influx of subscribers over the last couple of days. So if you are new, then hello and welcome to my channel. I hope you enjoy it here. And if you have been here before, then thank you so much for coming back. I enjoy all things crafty. Paper and card is what I love the most, but I do lots of other crafts. And today I'm going to make a project. I've got a piece of white card that I've pulled out from my drawer. The rest of it is what I've got left over from an existing project that I've just done. So I've got some die cut shapes that I want to use. I've got some butterflies that I've stamped and coloured. And then I've got some pattern paper. That's the pattern paper I used. And then that's the black coloured card that I used. Right, so let's make a project and decorate it with what's left over. Right, so I want to make a box, I think, and I want to use these. So these measure, we're doing this right from scratch, got no measurements, nothing. So these measure approximately 8 centimeters. So let's make our box, let's think about this. Let's make our box 9.5. So 9.5, and we want a 2 centimeter bottom, 10.5, 11.5. So let's cut this down to 11.5. Right, 11.5. So let's think. 9.5 and 9.5 is 19. 20, 21, 22, 23, and 1 is 24. Is that what I've got? 2 rulers. 24. Is that right? 9.5, 9.5 is 19. 20, 21, 22, 23, and 1 is 24. Yeah. Right. 24. Right. So my piece of white card measures 24 centimeters by 11.5. Did I say? Yeah. 24 by 11.5. And let's score it on the long side at 9.5. 11.5. And then we want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.5, 21, and then 23. And then I'm going to turn it and score it on the short side at 9.5. We're going to make a simple open top treat box. Right, fold and burnish. Right, okay, so along the bottom we've got this 2 centimeter section, and on my right hand side I've got this 1 centimeter section and then this 2 centimeter section. So on this 1 centimeter section we're just going to remove that rectangle at the bottom. So I'm just going to miter the top of it slightly, and then I'm going to miter to that rectangle at the bottom and then cut that away. Okay, and then I'm going to cut up, just taking that score line away as always, and then miter that square at the bottom. And then I'm going to do the same with the next one along. So cut up, take that score line away, and just miter the edges. Nice and easy. So before I put this together, I want to decorate it. I always like to decorate everything flat because I just think it's a lot easier to decorate it like that. So because this is 9.5 centimetres, I want my coloured card to be 9. So I want 2 pieces, because I've got enough of it, 2 pieces that are 9 centimetres by 9 centimetres. And then I want 2 pieces that are 1.5 by 9, because my side pieces are 2 centimetres. So I want 2 pieces that are 1.5 by 9. Right, that's that. Then I want 2 pieces of pattern paper that are 8.5. What does that measure? That's too short. I want 2 pieces of pattern paper that are 8.5 by 8.5. 8.5 by 8.5. And then I want 2 pieces that are 8.5 by 1. That looks like that's wonky. Let me line that up. So 8.5 by 1. I don't know, so I'm going to get that. 8.5 by 1. Let's see if I can cut a 1 out of that, because that is... What's that there? Right. So I've got 2 pieces of coloured card that are 9 by 9. 2 pieces that are 1.5 by 9. Then I've got 2 pieces of pattern paper that are 8.5 by 8.5. And 2 pieces of pattern paper that are 1 by 8.5. Right, so let's get some glue going. And I do apologise if the lighting is bad, but it is although it's so dark outside. I feel like it's going to rain forever. It's raining again. It's raining again in Somerset today, and it is very dark outside. So I've got the big light on, so hopefully it's not too bad. Right, so I'm going to make sure you've got your 2 centimetre section at the bottom. So we're just going to decorate. That one there. And that one there. And then I've got these 2 pieces. It's very difficult to this is a fantastic light that's in my craft room, and it is very good, but it makes it difficult to see your score lines. That's upside down. So I've had a change of plan today, usually because I'm filming this on Thursday. Usually I would go and do my mother-in-law today, but I've got a poorly grandson, so I've got to look after him today. So bring that over, fold that side back, add glue to that 1 centimetre section, and then bring that side up and then fold that down. And then it should all line up nicely. This paper is absolutely beautiful, and I'm very sad because I don't have much of it left now. I've got a feeling, I can't remember where I bought it from, but it was quite expensive, I know that. Right, so then just fold your tabs in at the bottom and add glue to them. And I like all my seams running in the same direction, so I'm going to fold this. My seam is there at the back, so I'm going to fold that one over first and then add glue to the front one. This is just being finicky. I just like all my seams facing the same way. Right, and let's stick my and there's a quick little treat box. You don't have to always have lids on treat boxes. It would be really nice if you put like maybe some coffee pouches or tea bags in, and then put some shreddy on the top and then decorate it. Right, so I want to use these, so that's, oh look, that's going to cover my pattern paper. I didn't measure that very well, did I? Let's measure this. This measures, I want to leave this stampy shape, so let's do that at 7. Let's see if I've got enough left of this black to do 7 centimeters. I have. Right, let's do 7 centimeters by 7 centimeters. Right, that can then go on there, and then let's do a piece of pattern paper that measures 6.5 by 6.5. Let's use the other side as well, because this is double-sided. Right, so so my shape, I don't know if you've got these. I'm sure they was cutting dies by limited edition when they was about, but I've had them for a long time. They're really lovely. This measures 8, it's 8.2 if we're going to be exact. So 7.5 by 7.5, no, 7 by 7 and 6.5 by 6.5. So let's just layer those up. It's nice because you still keep that nice stamp shaped edge on there. And I'm going to use the other side of this paper, which is script. And then I'm going to foam pad that onto the front of my box. Okie dokie. So let's put that on the front of there. Just try and line that up. Right, I want to see, I've got a basket of ribbon behind me. I want to see if I've got, I chuck all my odd bits of ribbon in here. So I wanted to see if I had a scrap piece, so I wasn't using anything not scrap. Trouble is that they've probably not in this bit. I've got some baker's twine. I've got some yellow baker's twine here. Let's do a, gosh, this is new. I can't even find the end. Oh, here we go. Right, let's do a wrap. Should we start this way round, because I don't want to end up back at the front. Wrap at the back at the front. So I want it so that there we go, like that. Have I got enough there? Let's cut that off. These scissors are all right for paper, but they're no good for ribbon or twine. They're so blunt now, but they're my favourite scissors on my desk, so I don't really want to. Right, so I'm going to tie a bow. So I've just wrapped it round my box. I want it though so that it overlaps. So you've got like this overlap effect. Now I have to I'm cack-handed, so I have to tie my bows upside down. So let's tie a bow. Let's get that as tight as we can. There we go. Let's just make that bow a little bit smaller. And cut the ends off. I told you these scissors they're very blunt now. And then I've got my butterflies. So I've got two. And I want to use both because I don't want to waste them, and I don't want to keep packing the bits away that I'm not using. So let's just give these a bit of a shape. And then I'll put one there. Let's put one underneath my bow. Let's put one up there. There you go. Maybe you could make a little tag that says just for you or something. So there's my little treat box. It's quite a nice size. So when it's finished, it's 2 centimetres deep by 9.5 centimetres width and height. So it's quite a nice size really. And like I say, maybe if you baked cookies or you've got a nice cookie, put it in some food safety bag and then pop that in the top with a nice, so it spreads out the top. I think that would look really lovely. I would be excited to receive a cookie in a box like that. So yes, I hope you've enjoyed this today. I hope it inspires you to look at what you've got left over and use them up in different ways. That's what I'm looking at the moment, is just trying not to throw so much away or pack away the bits that I think, oh yeah, I'll use that later on, I don't. So yeah, there you go. Anyway, if you could give me a thumbs up, that would be lovely. Leave me a comment. I do read and answer all the comments on my channel. It's really lovely. And I'll be back again soon. Till then, take care. Bye-bye.